Man, what is up with my scars lately? Shit the bed. Well, you dorks and motherfuckers and dog haters, we're here. I'm gonna give everybody a couple minutes to join in while I check out the emails. Oh boy, what the fuck's this? Oh, no, Chef Muttmeat, I didn't start another channel. I made a mistake. I was a dumbass. It's a long story. I'll explain it to you. Hey, Beanie. Hey, Oliver. Hey to everybody. Do. I am bashing my tea. I mixed up mint tea with spicy chamomile, so it's like chamomile and clove and ginger and cinnamon, and it's kicking some serious ass. If I fall asleep in the middle of the live stream, it's because the tea was good. All right, we got a couple people on here. Let's let's hop into it, shall we? And then I'm gonna get some damn sleep. I think we'll see. It's always a toss up for me. Um, let's see. I feel like there was something I was trying to remember, but of course I'm going to forget because, as usual, and I always explain, I'm a dumbass. Let's jump into some stuff. We had some recent stuff and a couple of things I found kind of interesting that were not so recent. Um, this one is from the 24th of June of 2021. I believe I pulled this video off of the chat that the ladies and one gentleman, or maybe one dude, I know it's a lot of chicks. It's a taco stand up in that bitch. Over on the Signal app where they're doing their little dog chat. So let's hop into it. Child bitten at Maidstone play area by out of control silky dog owned by Martin and William Moses. At least they didn't say the dog's name yet. Salukis are those long, they're kind of tall like an Afghan hound. If you see, I'm just saying a bunch of dog stuff. They're big, skinny, tall, stupid assholes with long, silky hair. So, silky asshole is what we'll refer to this dog as if they start trying to say its fucking name. An 8-year-old girl in a children's play area was among 5 people bitten, 5, by a dangerously out of control dog. Some of the victims said they were left screaming in pain and with permanent scarring after the attacks. At Maidstone Magistrates Court on Monday, father and son, Martin and William Moses, admitted a total of 8 counts of being in charge of a dog that was dangerously out of control. The incidents happened on 2 days, 4 days apart, and involved the family's pet, a white and brown Saluki named Silky Asshole. Salukis are traditionally sight hunting dogs used by nomadic tribes to run down their quarry. Hey, you just explained why this thing shouldn't even be out in the public. Prosecuting Leanne James said that on August 17th, last year, Prince had escaped through an open gate in the back garden of the Moses home. Okay. And the neighbor, John Gardner, had been on the drive of his home about to go shopping. Whoever wrote this article did a bunch of typos. So he first noticed Silky Asshole urinating over a bush on the opposite side of the road when suddenly the dog ran at him, lunged, and bit him on the knee. Martin Moses had run out of his home, that's Silky Asshole's owner, and set off in chase of Silky Asshole, who had run off. Mr. Gardner received superficial injuries. Still got injured. Dog would have been put down then. I suppose all this wouldn't happen. But within 5 minutes, Prince bit the leg of, Silky Asshole. Fuck, I said his name. Silky Asshole. Now I'm extra mad at the Silky Asshole. Bit the leg of Harriet Lehman as she walked along Marston Drive, causing a significant puncture wound that required medical treatment. Martin Moses, of 59 years old, caught up with her, apologized. This is Silky Asshole's other owner, and again set off in pursuit of the Silky Asshole dog. Later, the Moses family were interviewed by 2 police constables at their home, advised about the need to keep Silky Asshole under control, and warned that charges of having a dangerously out of control dog might follow. So they're still letting these people fly after 2 attacks, and we had someone commenting earlier about dog attacks never being unprovoked. We love to hear that bullshit. Well, here's story 4269 that proves that you are full of shit. We had a lot of trolls today, actually, I'll cut off and say, and so I blocked them. I apologize, I was at work. I wouldn't let them harass everyone. And as we all know, and I'll point it out again for any of you that are watching the video, I welcome polite dog owners. If you have questions and you want to talk to us and you're trying to get an understanding of why we feel the way we do, you're more than welcome to join and ask questions. And I would actually block my own fellow dog haters if they were shitty to you. And everybody knows that. But if they're shitty to you guys, community members, tear their asses up until I see it and I block them, fuckers. So later, asshole dog's family, Silky asshole dog, were interviewed by 2 police constables at their home and advised about the need to keep this asshole under control. But on August 21st at 1:20 p.m., Silky asshole dog escaped again. A 17-year-old youth was walking along the road on his way to a local park when Silky asshole appeared and without warning bit him 3 times. The boy, who is autistic, don't let me be this kid's parent, I'm telling you I'd be in prison, returned home to get help with the wounds, and then he and his mother saw Martin Moses passing by with Silky asshole dog. Moses was holding a dog lead, but asshole dog was not on the leash. These people never learn. They went out to complain about what had happened, but Moses was abrupt with them, and the dog ran off again. Okay, so this is a common thing. If you try to talk to one of your neighbors or someone you see, and even if you're polite and you say, hey, you know, a dog keeps biting people, but you put it on the leash, they'll get shitty with you like you did something wrong. I don't have to explain this to any of you. We all know how this works. We all see the stories. I feel more like I need to explain myself more than ever because of all the people that hopped on the channel and don't seem to understand. And they'll watch my videos and then ask the stupidest fucking questions. I'm not referring to all of them. I'm referring to 2 assholes in particular. And can't you see the videos? Don't you hear the stories? Don't you see the links in the description? I'm not making this shit up. I'm just the messenger. I'm the dickhole drinking tea telling you that these fucking things suck. You know, it's not my fault that they suck ass. You know, it's your guys' fault for fucking owning them and allowing them to run around and bite everybody. Okay, so let's go on about Silky asshole dog here. Shortly after, Laura Fox, a jogger, as we all know, you can't jog without dealing with a dog, was bitten by Silky asshole dog as she ran along a bridleway toward a park. William Moses appeared, said sorry, and set off after the dog again. These people are mentally ill. Finally, the dog bit an 8-year-old girl who was playing in the children's play area. William Moses was seen in the park at the same time. Mrs. James said the police had received a large number of calls about the incidents. No shit. They visited the Moses family and removed the dog. In subsequent interviews, both men admitted the dog had escaped and had bitten a number of people. They said they didn't know who or how many. Dog owners of the year over here. That a child should be bitten makes matters worse. The court heard witnesses' statements from some of the victims. The youth who had to go to A&E for treatment said that he used to be comfortable around dogs, but now his confidence has been shattered. The injuries had left him with a permanent scar. I'm sorry this guy had to be bitten, and he's not even a dog owner. Obviously, he didn't say like my dog or anything. He said he was comfortable around dogs, but now he won't be, and that will probably save his life. You cannot be comfortable around these things. You don't know what they're doing or what they're thinking. You cannot trust a carnivorous predator that has been mutated by weirdos like humans into what we know today. And now that they're being treated like people and no longer like dogs, it's worse than ever. There's like 50 fucking dogs barking outside. I don't know what the hell it is. It's driving me crazy. So we'll move on. Miss Fox described the attack as horrendous and said she had been screaming in pain. Her wound had bled copiously and she had to be helped home by a member of the public. Miss Fox said William Moses had treated the incident without any sense of urgency. Yeah, because all he cares about is fucking dog. Samuel Sotuned, the defending solicitor for both men, said it was an unfortunate set of circumstances. The men had asshole silky dog since it was a puppy and it had no issues with the dog at all. That's great. You guys feed the dog and don't have any issues with it, but it literally just ran around and bit 5 people. You can't control it. So the court had heard that silky asshole dog was well fed and well looked after. They always bring this up. I don't give a shit. And that Martin Moses was bringing up his 2 sons single-handedly since his wife left. Because of that, he was unemployed and claiming universal credit. William Moses was a warehouse operator. Neither men had any previous convictions. So they suggested the court should give credit to their early guilty pleas and dispose of the case with a fine. But after consideration, the chairman of the bench, Gil Fraser, said the magistrates felt the matter was too serious to be dealt with by their sentencing powers. She said the first incident had been bad enough, but the men had taken no heed of police warning and had allowed the asshole dog to escape again. She said what happened next was entirely foreseeable. That a child should be bitten makes matters worse still. The case was transferred to Crown Court for sentencing on a date yet to be set, when it will also be determined whether the dog should be put down. Okay, let's see if we got the update. No update, fuckers. Like I said, this article wasn't well written anyways, but silky asshole dogs running around. Hey, look at that. That's Descraciato. That's right. I'm glad to see you. And see, yeah, Cassie does have a good pick. Hi, Yusuf. Well, I know that, Yusuf. This is a dog-hating channel, but we all know that you hate cats too. That's okay. You're welcome to your opinion. Descraciato. He cracked me up, man. And I love the videos on his page. If y'all haven't done it, go check out the videos on his page. He has got some great lists of videos that I know a handful of you would love. Hey, Billy Bob. Hey, Slime. Hey, Chef Mutt Meat. Don't forget to go check out her channel and subscribe. She's reached 100. And we got, Tenzing Kittens. There she is. And, of course, Beanie and everybody. So happy to see everyone. Let's get into the next story about these shitheads, shall we? Oh, let's see. Push that poops bear. Yusuf, your anger makes me so happy. What's up, DW? Your playlist triggers my happiness. Okay? Just gotta say. Okay. Upcoming interviews. I'm going to be doing an interview with Jade, who is actually born in Russia, and we are going to talk about narcissists and controlling people and their nature of owning dogs because it gives them something to control and how this just feeds into their mental illness. I'm looking forward to this interview. We should be doing it, I don't know, sometime in the next week. So here's a topic suggestion from Gling. I do believe Gling ate a bunch of pizza and is still asleep because we were talking earlier. As y'all know, I talk to everybody all the time. So this is an annoying fucking video. Oh, good for you, Slime, and we're all proud of you with your college stuff, man. This is an annoying fucking video. I'm going to explain it before I put it up, and as we all know, there we go. It doesn't have any sound. Thank God. I hate it when that happens. And as we all know, I put the videos into the description. This is a short one. It's only a minute long. You'll find it in the description until I figure out software I can actually handle. And IHD has also told me he's going to make a video showing me how to operate the software because up until a couple months ago, I didn't even know how to operate a fucking computer. So what I'm doing is miraculous all in and of itself. And I got the new fucking cell phone and set it up and did it really easily. DW was talking to me while all this happened, and he was right. I am smart. I figured that shit out. So this is a video of a fucking dog that the people are encouraging the damn thing to attack fish inside of like a pond. Okay, it looks like a pond inside of a park, and they're laughing and cheering the stupid fucking thing on, and it's literally just fucking shit up like dogs do all the time because they're pieces of shit. And they think it's great.
Get him, Murphy.
Get him, Murphy. I wish this was a pool full of fucking piranhas. Can I just say that while I have a moment here? It's a dock for boats. Oh, Jesus Christ, people. So it caught a fish, flung it, the way they do, throws it. This son of a bitch is just running around destroying everything because that's all these pieces of shit are any good for, is destroying everything. And their sadistic, retarded fucking owners egg it all on. I constantly try to figure out which one I hate more. Is it the dogs or is it the fucking owners? The enablers of these pieces of shit. I usually come down to hating the dog more because, well, they kill the kids, but the owners cause this. So we won't get into this whole epic discussion at this moment. This video is fucking infuriating. So stupid. So glad to see everybody. Let's see. Let's move. A crazy woman changed her name. Now she's had a lot of name changes. I try not to comment about all that because I try to be cool. But I'm concerned about some people's mental health, and we'll just leave it at that. I have commented on it on a few videos. I knew eventually the topic would come up and have to be covered because of the way this person was acting. And I will say the same thing I said the last time. This person is probably one of the oldest people in our community that's acting like she's younger than slime. So, everybody don't hurt yourself growing up all at the same time there, but I don't think that's a possibility. Let's go into this. What is this? No, I looked at them all earlier. I'm just fucking with you. Oh boy. So in this article, this was sent to me by my anonymous emailer and good friend T-Dog. In this article, they refer to dogs as vehicles of terror. This article specifically focuses on dogs being used against minorities, and we run into this a lot. You're going to run into stuff like this when, you have a high number of people being attacked by dogs, specifically police canines. We all know how I feel about that. I've been specific about it. I also am not biased racially. Everyone gets attacked by police dogs, but, you'd be ignoring the numbers if you didn't. So here we go. The fear of bloodhounds is evident in the poetry, songs, and written passages of American slave history, which has led to the research of slave dogs. Okay, and I'm going to butt through this article and hit the most important parts. Trying to peel back the layers of certain documents that were written about these specific canines and trying to see if you can unpack the history of the canines and how they relate to slavery and the degree to which still matters today. Recently discussing his research as part of the CSUF Osher Lifelong Learning Institution Summer Lecture Series in a presentation titled Bloodhounds on My Track. Okay, and has some serious shit, and they've been using dogs as weapons since the beginning of time, which is why I actually brought up this article, was more for a touch point on the fact that you don't have to train these things. This is like, I don't know if anybody's seen, I was talking about New Jersey is retiring a bunch of their dogs because marijuana has now been decriminalized. And so the dogs no longer have a use. An infuriating fact about that, those dogs are being paid to be taken care of for the rest of their lives, even though they're being retired. So any vet bills, anything, they're going to pay for. We can't get them to euthanize a dog that kills a child. We all have to fight tooth and nail to do it. But, if it's a police dog that was searching for dope, it's just weed that wasn't even hurting anybody, but these same dogs were fucking people up and killing them. Okay, so I pinpointed the introduction of dogs used for subjection purposes all the way back to the 1500s, a time in which Europeans had begun colonizing the Americas. Okay, during this time, dogs were used as weapons against indigenous people. Dogs had become vehicles of terror. Now, I'm not trying to blame the dogs, they say. obviously they are acting at the behest of their masters, okay? And in the Caribbean in the 1700s, settlers began crossbreeding dogs to create a breed that would excel in tracking and hunting down people, specifically those of color, because that's what was up back then. That's what was going on. This led to the birth of the Cuban bloodhound. Okay, so, they've been crossing breeds of dogs and making them more and more aggressive. And back to the whole thing about the search dogs, a lot of those search dogs are, since some of them aren't being retired, they're just being turned into attack dogs, and you don't have to teach them. They're just aggressive all by themselves. Okay, so let's move on. United States turned to Cuban bloodhounds as a way to find rebels and subdue them. And then, soon after, dogs became a commodity in the United States. Okay? Importing and selling of these hounds and popularization had added to the surge of dogs. So here you will have everybody getting attacked by dogs, right? Inanimate objects needed somebody to wield them. Dogs can act on impulse. So even if an enslaved person was walking near a canine, it was never entirely clear if the dog was going to attack them or not. And we still live like that today. It's like we're all enslaved by these pieces of shit. I'm no way downplaying anything. You guys understand what I'm saying. And then following the Civil War, dogs were used to track convicts. Okay? So just anybody at this point. They're like, you could break a law just by walking down the street. So one thing that happens is dogs become retrained or continue to be trained to essentially hunt people and people of color. Okay? His research also included first-person accounts from the 1950s of dogs being used to violently subdue peaceful protesters. Okay? In the 1960s, canine units were introduced. Many black communities immediately questioned why the units were being used disproportionately in areas with high African-American populations. And as we all know, they like to do it in the trailer park areas and shit where all the poor white people live too. They just love watching their dogs fuck things up. And that has also carried on into today. These dog owners enjoy, just like this bitch with her dog and the fish that we just watched, I watched and explained to you, they enjoy this shit. They enjoy watching, get them, she's telling them, and fuck this lady and fuck all of this. So, just a little overview of that article, using it to tie everything in. What do you got, Beanie Girl? Oh, is that the petition? Thank you, Beanie Girl. If you haven't signed the petition yet, everyone, please go sign the petition. All right, very important shit. So glad to see you all here. Let's hop into the next line of bullshit. These people are fucking insane. I can't stand it, sons of bitches. I'm on one of them cussing days. Not that it's ever stopped, but I'm extra cussy today. Because these people are fucking insane. And like I said, I got off of work and I look into the comments and I had two of these trolls harassing good people like Cassie and Asher. And I love those sons of bitches. And you ain't picking on people in my channel like that. And, pissed me off, and it just, I ain't. Okay, guys, this one was from, well, they're not putting a date. They just keep saying 15 hours ago, so who the hell knows? Here we go. Next June. Let's just read the fucking article, shall we? Letter carriers report dog attack at Warren home. When the post office releases its annual report on the number of dog attacks on letter carriers next June, it will have one more case to report on in Warren. Little side note, I went looking for a UPS site, and I was actually looking for it to bitch them about my phone. And then it hit me like, hey, I wonder if there's a UPS group of people that are like, hey, I'm fucking sick of being attacked by fluffies. No, but you know what there was? Guess. A UPS dog lovers group. And it's all this propaganda of UPS drivers with dogs in the seats of their vehicle with their butt juices all over the seat. UPS drivers petting dogs, all this shit. And I'm going, really? So I started looking, I'm scouring. I'm like, there has to be a page about postal workers, UPS workers, or FedEx workers being, nope. Because fucking Facebook probably wouldn't even allow it if someone did want to make a page about it. So it got me thinking, I might make one. Fuck those guys. Or have someone help me make one because I'm inherently bad with technology. Shut up, don't pick on me. Okay, I went to public school. Moving on. When the post office releases its annual report on the number of dog attacks on letter carriers next June, it will have one more case to report and warn. A 40-year-old postal worker called city police Tuesday afternoon to report she'd been bitten on her daily route. The carrier told police she had walked onto the porch of a home when the two asshole dogs run through the open front door. She said she was attacked by a pit bull. Police say the woman had a puncture wound and scratches on her leg. The homeowner, who told officers that the dog's shots were up to date, don't fucking care, was ordered to bring vaccination documents to the dog warden's office on Wednesday. So this was a recent attack, actually. According to the U.S. Post Office, more than 5,800 of its employees were attacked by dogs in 2020. 5,800. These are the ones that are just turning it in, because my FedEx driver told me he had been attacked 3 or 4 times before he ever turned one in. So they fall complacent to this. They enable these fucking assholes, and it's ridiculous. 369 of those incidents were in Ohio, okay? Which is third in the nation for the number of USPS dog bite incidents, behind California and Texas. California and Texas are very large. So when you put a tiny state like Ohio in third and running behind California and Texas, it says a lot. So Cassie and I were talking about Ohio dog problems. I believe IHD lives in Ohio as well. There's a lot of people up there. It's a huge fucking problem. I was raised in Ohio, in Dayton, Ohio, and I'm here to tell you the fuckers are everywhere. Postal authorities say there are 11 dog bite cases in Youngstown last year alone. Okay? The Postal Service offers tips to protect employees from dog attacks. Most people know the approximate time their letter carrier arrives every day, and having dogs secured as the carrier approaches the property for delivery will minimize any dog carrier interactions. I have seen this suggestion over and over again. And these people don't give a shit, but they'll carry on and scream and bitch if they don't get their stimulus check, right? Hey, Fluffy's killing me. Give me my money. It's just fucking psychos, man. Additionally, pet owners should remind their children not to take mail directly from a letter carrier, as the dog may view the carrier as a threat. So yeah, kids, once again, you have to change everything you're doing. Don't sneeze. Don't run and play outside. Don't talk to the mail carrier. Don't fart. Don't cross your eyeballs. Don't play. Don't scream. Just sit completely still so the dog doesn't attack you and your parents can fulfill their sick mental illness with these fucking fluffies. You just sit there and don't say a fucking word. And that's really what they're saying. If they try to say that I'm being dramatic about it, I'm not being fucking dramatic. That's exactly what you're saying. You're telling these fucking kids to sit still, their butt juice all over my packages. You're right. And then the kids aren't even allowed. I can't wrap my head around. Exactly. I can't wrap my head around how fucking psychotic these people are. I never will be able to, because I'm not a fucking nutcase, okay? I just, don't breathe, don't move, don't put your food anywhere, because they'll steal that. Don't play at the park, don't sit on anything, don't touch anything, don't look at, these fucking pieces of shit should be afraid of us. I'll go right back to what my uncle used to say all the time, and he helped me learn how to train animals. As we all know, I'm a former animal trainer. He used to say, the only good dog is a dog that doesn't trust you. I don't believe there are good dogs. Let's be very clear here. What he was saying was, you have to beat the fuck out of this dog on a regular basis to make sure it doesn't trust you. Ban All Dogs made a video lately. And it had this big asshole dog, and the guy was feeding it, and the dog kept growling at him and stuff, and he cuffed it, right? And the way he did it, too, and then he starts ordering the dog, and so I was like, he beats the fuck out of that thing when he's not on camera. Flat out. There's only a couple ways to properly train dogs, okay? Starving, treats, and beating the fuck out of them. That's the reality. And if people understood and knew that and they still want to have these fucking things and they're animal lovers, yeah, you're an animal lover all night. All right. We know what the fuck you do at nighttime with that fucking thing. Yeah, my shit bowl is great unless it sees the grass, the sky, the sidewalk, trees, carpet, cars, babies, adults, other dogs, water, paper. Oh, Cassie, I do take breaks. You'll see me like just go away for 2 or 3 days at a time. Don't worry about me. Besides, I had to be honest, and I've discussed this with a few friends of mine. Um, Guys, I've been traumatized and abused and shit throughout my life. This ain't shit. I'm still able to keep my dark sense of humor. I have conversations with people about this throughout the day. I do interviews, fucking, animal lover all night. Exactly. So this shit, in fact, although the information is sad, and especially when it comes down to the children, you guys see me get real ferocious, like with the special needs kid bit by the police dog in the park. And I was up for like 3 days doing that petition, and we were call flooding the sheriff's office. Yeah, it bothers me, but I'm proud of what I do. It doesn't wear me down emotionally. And as some of you know, I have MS. So when I feel my illness coming on, or I have to work or do whatever, I take a fucking break. I'm on live tonight. I had a whole bunch of topics to cover, and why the fuck not? Besides, I know, right? I like talking to you guys, and I like doing this, and it gives everyone a spot to hang out. What fucking dog? Let's move on to the next email. Oh, shit. This one. Phil Collins might be here watching, but he never talks. Phil Collins told me to eat bat meat. I'm just fucking with him. It's an inside joke. And I'm not eating bats, I swear. He sent me this earlier, and yeah, now I can't do math anymore because some of my brain cells are gone, and I also think my uterus left. So, that's that. Can't make kids anymore. So if any of you gentlemen are interested in a multiple sclerosis ridden, dog hating single mom that doesn't have a uterus, hit a bitch up. Students are barking, acting like dogs at a northern Kentucky middle school. Just imagine a whole school full of kids walking around barking. This article came out today, I believe. Look at the date. Yes, fucking today. Yes, fucking today. In a statement posted to its social media pages on Sunday, okay, so they're making the article today, officials with Camp Ernst Middle School in Burlington said they are noticing an uptick in TikTok trends in the classroom, and they're causing a distraction. That's because TikTok's fucking evil, okay? Just saying. School officials say that students are being encouraged to destroy the soap dispenser in the school bathrooms, as well as making animal noises toward each other, specifically barking. We've invested some time trying to understand the origins of these changes in behavior. Imagine being the guy doing that. I just imagine some guy with a notebook, like walking around, the kids are all barking, and he's like, yes, 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 go on. Oh, yes, yes. I'm sorry. We have invested some time trying to understand the origins of these changes in behavior. We have found that social media outlets are usually where these trends originate and circulate. We are definitely seeing it in our schools. Officials with Camp Ernst Middle School wrote to parents. We want to create awareness to parents so you can stay connected with your child and be aware of these trends. Some students are barking at others, school officials say, and others are wearing dog-like collars around their necks. School officials say they do not appear to be choker necklaces, but instead leather straps with spikes, which could also be a safety concern. Back in my day, that was just called being goth or emo, But no, these kids it's like a bunch of furries or something. I don't know. I haven't seen the trend. We do not want to discourage or thwart our students' creativity or individualism. We respect our students as individuals. However, we promote a safe and healthy culture where all kids feel comfortable. The well-being of our students and staff are our number one priority. Lord E.B. Oh, fuck. So yeah, let's see. Nope, yeah, that's it. There was some other bullshit about something else. So, yeah, hey, the real X-Star, good to see you. Yeah, so these kids are walking around barking at school like a bunch of psychos. Oh, geez. Can you imagine being the principal in that school if you're a dog hater? And you know what else I thought about? Imagine being the kids in the class that have been attacked by dogs. They'd have to sit there and listen to these kids barking all the time. That would definitely get some PTSD moving, wouldn't it? I mean, come on. Ah, boy. So this is a two-part article. I have two articles to support this. This is Seattle. Chef Muttmeat, are you still here? This is a Seattle story. I knew you'd be interested. Also, Beanie, I know you live in Washington. So all of the Washington people, and I've lived there. Washington is a dog nut pandemonium. You can't even look at a dog sideways without people think, hey, this is a Seattle story that just happened. Okay. I was waiting for you to say something. Seattle story. Okay. Ah, Jesus Christ. So it's a Pioneer Square stabbing victim says the city isn't doing enough to clean up Seattle streets. So let's get into this. This happened. This article was made September 14th, 2021. Okay. Seattle, a Pioneer Square man is speaking out a day after a frightening attack he said happened while he walked his dogs in a Seattle park. The two men who assaulted him have been ordered to be held at King County Jail. The victim's face was slashed with a knife. It's a wonder he can talk at all, but he was determined to tell his story. He said he was in Occidental Park, okay? I call it Accidental Park, on Monday morning when a pit bull charged at his dogs. They were located by where the bench is, said Alex Drummond. The long scar on his face is visible for all to see. He said he was with his two dogs, both on a leash, when he heard a sound. Dun, 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 dun. When I heard all the commotion, said Drummond, I just saw the pit bull come racing past the tree toward us and slam into my two dogs. He tried to stop the dog. I was able to grab it by the collar and yank it off. Sorry. Y'all, I need to grow up. At which point the dog's owner had come over and he started shouting abuse and threatening me for having pulled his dog off of mine. Reoccurring trend with these dog psychos, even if they're attacking your kid or attacking other dogs or in your yard or whatever, they get aggressive with you. It's because they finger bang their dogs and they get defensive like it's their partner. I've seen dudes at the bar leave their old ladies to get into a fight for talking shit, but he would not leave his dog. This is real shit. These people are fucking insane. Okay? He said the pit bull's owner is this man that's shouting at Seattle police. I think he misworded that. A second man joined the fray, he said, and punched him. He said he used pepper spray to fight off both men. But the pit bull's owner, identified in court as Dominique Deshawn Jones, came after him with a knife. And when he lunged, he managed to catch all down the side of my face, he said, tracing the scar. Turns out he managed to cut an artery that was in my face. Drummond spoke just a few blocks from his homeless encampment that has grown exponentially since the nearby City Hall Park was cleared out last month. So the guy was homeless with his dogs walking, and the pit bull lunges out and attacks his dogs. He's trying to protect his fluffies. These two thug motherfuckers come in, slash the guy in the face with a knife. I want Seattle City Council to see this, said Drummond. I want them to hear it and stop putting out little sound bites where they're like, we need this taken care of ASAP. ASAP is too late. We needed to get it done yesterday. City Council member Andrew Lewis, responding to Drummond's feelings, said, no, I understand that. We'll get it done ASAP. But he credited the police for their quick response. Moreover, he said the council has allocated millions to house the homeless. Implementation is left to the mayor. Okay? Under the charter, the council sets the budget priorities and we provide oversight, he said. We don't actually execute services. The mayor executes services. But the mayor's office reported there are 4,000 unsheltered people in Seattle. I bet there are close to that many dogs. In fact, I covered that in a video, homeless people versus homeless pets. I actually have two similar videos about that. Okay, still, it insisted the city has found housing for hundreds of people, but it needs regional, state, and federal help to get everyone inside. So we're going to hop from that article to the other one. I have a second supporting article, okay, to this. And seeing as how I have a lot of people in Washington, and Seattle's a place that I have a lot of friends, so here we go. Oh, rough. And then Seattle police have arrested 2 men accused of stabbing another man over a dispute about a dog attack. According to police, 39-year-old victim was walking his dogs at Occidental Park around 9:15 a.m. when the unleashed animal had attacked his 2 dogs. The unleashed dog belonged to the suspects, a 47-year-old man and a 29-year-old man. When the victim confronted the suspects about their dog, one of the suspects threatened to stab the victim. The victim then pepper sprayed the man. See, they had the typos and they said the police. They meant to say pepper sprayed. I thought that was weird. Who proceeded to stab and slash the victim. Officers arrested 2 suspects, seized a knife, another sharp object, and called for the Seattle Animal Shelter to take custody of their dog. Okay, and so he's been in, we heard his interview, he's in the hospital. So that is a story hot off the presses. Yeah, execute the dogs, all of them. Yes, Yusuf, modern terrorists. Chef, I thought you'd want to see that and you keep up to date on it and see what's going to happen with it if they actually put the fucking dog down. Oh, shit, Ensley's a pit nutter. Red Rocket. I'm sorry. Fucking yay. Oh, fuck land sharks. Slime says he wishes his family can open their eyes because I did that before I found the IHD channel. Yep. Cassie says, yes, awesome fucking blossom. I love it. Narcissism and dog ownership go hand in hand. And we really want to talk about how they are the correlation's too strong to ignore. Beanie, I'm not sure. Yeah, she lives in Washington. I knew she lived in Washington. I didn't know if she lived in Seattle, but she lives in Washington. You live in California, Slime. I think you might have told me that before. That's cool. Yeah, you guys have a lot of dog haters in Washington. I'm super jealous. I only know one other person in Arizona, and then the next closest is Tarcisia, and she doesn't live in the same state as me, but it's not too far away because I'm over on a border. So let's see. Land sharks are not pets. Execute. Fuck the land sharks. Hell yeah. Hello, 805. Missed watch. I'm not sure. I like your little googly eyes. They're very cute. That's what a dog looks like when you choke the shit out of it. So here is another story. Hi, Vox. Good to see you. I've been wondering how you've been. I actually seen some of our comments over on I hate everybody is what I've been calling canine aversion. I hate people. I hate everybody. Vox and I had tried to have a nice conversation and we're definitely shut down. And that was where I really got to know the fact that Vox is really freaking cool. So here is a story from September 13th of 2021. Like I said, and I was explaining to someone who was asking questions, a dog owner earlier, wanting to know some stuff. And I said, look, hey, you feel free to check out the channel. There's so many stories. I could go live every night and wouldn't be able to cover them. IHD said the same thing when I developed my channel. He said he's not worried. He wants other people out speaking the truth. And there could be 15 of us covering this. And we still would have plenty of stories to cover. And that's not good. Pack of pit bulls maul Klamath Falls man. Okay, and they show him get out of the truck here. He's all fucked up. Klamath Falls man was seriously injured Thursday morning when he was mauled by pit bulls in his own front yard. Man, these nanny dogs, they're just so damn friendly. Troy Lashley was loading up his truck on his Marion Court just southwest of Steen Sports Park when 3 of his neighbor's dogs surrounded him, snarling. Lashley picked up a rock and threw it at one of the dogs, but it just got angrier. So I heard someone saying that they heard this theory that if you act like you're going to pick up a rock, the dogs will run away. And I said that was untrue. I didn't believe that to be true. Well, here's your proof that's not true. He says it made them angrier. Here's what I tell people. Pick one dog up by any legs. I don't care. Back, front, 2 to the side. And swing it and beat the fuck out of every dog around you. And then bash that son of a bitch into the pavement or a telephone pole or a rock or a wall and a rock and a telephone pole several times. And then that, 3, 4, 5 times, let him go on the last one. He ain't coming back. They surrounded me, Lashley said, and I thought, oh, I'm in trouble. Eventually, multiple dogs started closing in on him, and before he could turn around to get into his truck, they were biting him. The dogs bit him on the shin, clear down to the bone. They tore the muscle away on his arm, and it may be irreparably damaged. He was able to get back to his front door, but was bleeding profusely. After the fact, Lashley's front yard, landscaped with white pebbles, was flecked with blood. The front door was also covered in blood. When he tried to get into the house, he realized the door was locked and he had dropped his keys in the yard as he had fought with the dogs. I was hitting them with my fists, hitting them with rocks, Lashley said. I was trying to protect my face. This is why I said, pick one dog up and beat the fuck out of the rest. I did this in front of the dog's owner one day, and he was just fell to his knees, screaming in agony, "Oh, God!" And then, when I was done hitting the other two dogs and then I threw the dog at him. I don't fuck around, and I'm not afraid of these fucking things, and I want people to take back the power. Don't be afraid of these pieces of shit. Pick it up by the fucking legs and destroy its ass. Dogs eventually got a hold of him again and drug him back out onto the lawn where the mauling continued. My arm was just pouring out blood, he said. One was biting my arm and the other was biting my leg. I was about done and they were still chewing on me. It could have been a lot worse. I probably just had, I'm going to put some of these pictures as the thumbnail. I probably just had a few minutes left if they'd have kept chewing on me, Lashley said. The whole thing happened in a flash, and if it weren't for his neighbor, Darwin Bailey, chasing off the dogs with a shovel, Lashley thinks he could have been killed. Go Darwin. Ironic name. Do what you got to do. Don't lay there and let these things kill you. Now, this obviously does not apply to little children and elderly people. That's why they need to carry a gun. Not the kids, you weirdos. Then I looked out and I saw that 3 dogs were on him, so I went and grabbed the shovel. He lives right next door to Lashley, and during the beginning of the attack, Lashley's truck had obscured his view of what was going on. Eventually, Lashley was yelling loud enough that it got Bailey's attention. He said he hit one of the dogs 3 times before it took off running. The other one, the pit bull, had blood all over its mouth. I thought it was going to go after me, but it didn't, because he is dominating and intimidating this piece of shit. As soon as you start backing up or you put your arms up or anything, they're going to fuck you up. You have to snarl back at that motherfucker, get gangster with it, reach down and grab it and start if you're standing next to your truck, pick that fucker up by the legs and bash it into your fucking truck. I don't care how many times it takes. It jumps at you again, do it again. You can take a couple bites. Yeah, I've got them all over me, but fuck that thing up. Bailey said he's had problems in the past with the dogs and at one point was chased into his house where he promptly called 911. So the dogs are just allowed to keep doing this. His wife was also chased into the house by the dogs, barely escaping. On both occasions, the authorities were contacted, but nothing was done. Lashley was in shock by the time the ambulance and the Klamath County Sheriff's Office arrived on the scene. He said the ambulance showed up first, but the paramedics wouldn't get out of their vehicle until the Sheriff's Office arrived because the dogs are still roaming at large. Lashley remained on the ground, bleeding for a few moments as they waited. I hate how they do that. Stop being scared of these things. I get some people being scared of them. You're a 90-pound teenage girl, whatever, but in retrospect, Lashley believes something should have been done about the dogs earlier on. He is worried about children who live in the neighborhood, as well as his own granddaughter who comes over to visit. Lashley also hopes he will be compensated for not only his medical bills, but the pain and suffering he had to endure. I want those dogs put down, Lashley said, because I don't want this to happen to anybody else. Petition idea. The Klamath County Sheriff's Office said that deputies on Saturday, 2 days after the attack, got a search warrant to a home in the 1100 block of Summers Lane near Lashley's home. 6 dogs were seized from that address, according to police, but the alleged owner was not identified. The investigation is ongoing, and additional evidence is being collected to help determine if possible charges will be filed. As I discussed in a live stream the other day, this is wanton endangerment. You knowingly have allowed something to harm someone around you, okay? And you allowed it to happen. An off-leash dog is wanton endangerment. That's what I think, okay? And a fucking investigation. What do you need to investigate? The guy is mauled by the dogs. The neighbor's seen it. The dogs have already attacked multiple people. Just kill them. Stop wasting everybody's fucking tax money. Lashley says he hopes something is done. According to Klamath County Animal Control ordinances, if an animal is found to be dangerous, the court may order relief that it deems appropriate for the protection of the public, including that the dangerous dog would be destroyed. They are just too aggressive, he said. Now they've tasted blood. It's ridiculous you walk outside your door and you have to fear for your life because of somebody's pet. In this article, they actually have the reporter's phone number and email so you can reach him. I'm thinking maybe this needs a petition to get these dogs put down. You know? That's just me. I think it's a good fucking idea. Let's see what you all are up to over here. Maurice. Hi, Maurice. Fox. Good to see you. Tarcisia's here. Oh, it's so good to see all you guys. Hi, Isabel. Oh, Vox, you rock, and I love seeing you here. Asher, okay, I'm done. I won't talk no more. Fuck it. Just... What did you do, Asher? What's wrong? You didn't do anything. Won't talk. Fuck it, just... Let me see. Oh, Asher, I wasn't talking about you. I said I loved you. Maurice says everyone carry a knife so you can end the threat faster. I hate everybody. That's what I call her channel now. I hate everybody. And if you don't like, block. Tarcisia says we should pray together every single day that a deadly virus takes out these dogs. Seeing giant rats everywhere. Hey, Asher. Let's see. Welcome, Maurice. Drives me nuts when a dog bites someone in their own yard. I know. How do people not realize horrible things are? Spin it right round, baby, right round. I love that video. It's not animal cruelty if we are defending ourselves, Slime. But as I reminded a bunch of people in one of the chats the other day, you have to be careful. Hey, Eye of the Needle. There you go. Eye of the Needle has a great point. If you are frail or can't fight or don't have a weapon, gouge their eyes out. They can't see you to keep mauling you at that point. She's got a great point. Beatty, you're so sweet. We all love you so much. And oh, Jade said to make sure and tell you she said happy birthday. Real X Star, so glad to have you here. What dogs were they? It was a pit bull. They did say that, and I'm not sure about the other two. They weren't specific. I'm going to assume they were all pit bulls or pit bull mixes, as usual. In blue Red Bull, because I called the channel I Hate People. Mousa, welcome. Gling's here. Hey, I said I think Gling's asleep because she ate a bunch of pizza, but she's here. Nice to see you. It's Musa. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. Real X Star, good to see you. And Vox, use mutts to assassinate people before it's too late. Ain't that the truth? Guys are so sweet. Love you, meeting. We love you, Chef. Shit, you know that. We had 23. Moose A. Okay, thank you for clarifying. We had 23, but hell, there's 23. I'm not worried about it though. It's the quality of the content and the people, and we've got some of the best people on this channel. I care about y'all so much. Oh, I'm getting emotional. Oh shit. Okay, we all appreciate Chef. I'm about to tear up. Oh, Chef and I are about to do an interview. I mentioned the one with Jade. Chef and I are going to redo our interview. When we did our video, our interview that hasn't been put out, it basically ended up becoming a giant phone conversation, and we covered so many topics. So we are going to redo the video, the interview, and put it back out. And you can look for that to be happening in the next few weeks. You know, we both have lives and jobs. Gling, yes, I have insomnia too. We've talked about this, and night terrors and all kinds of bullshit. And let's see, let's get back into these articles, shall we? Because there's more. Guys, we have a great idea that was brought to my attention. Remember when I used the word puppy side? Okay? This is when, killing dogs. So, Alasade said, puppy side sounds like a super fun game. And I said, oh, yeah, it's the Asher seen a video where a dude... Oh, that was super... Yeah. Yeah, you can choke the pit bull out. You have to be strong enough, though. So, puppy side sounds like a super fun game. I said, oh boy, you just gave me an idea. A life or death board game called Puppy Side. Tom Quixote said, how about a Monopoly based on the pit bull lobby? This guy. I said, oh shit, I'm going to make some dog board games. Okay? I will ask people for ideas, help with it, and help with it. And I have someone that would actually develop it for me. I'm already part of a website that could create it. Phil Collins. Phil Collins told me to eat a bat. Hi, Phil. Good to see you. Phil Collins, man. I love your music. One more night. I can't sing. I'm gonna do it anyways. So a video game. That's not a bad idea either, Isabel. I can't play video games. I have seizures from video games. I can't even watch most of the videos. Little fact for any of you that don't know, I actually have people watch the videos for me. Some of those people are here right now. I have seizures from watching bouncing videos. If it's stationary like the stream, I'm okay. But anything that's bouncing around, if people run around chasing a dog, I can't. I saw a video where a man chokes a chicken. Don't leave. Come back. Hey, I'm sorry about your addiction with video games, Slime. You should deal with that. Take care of yourself. Don't and everything fun. Don't overdo it. You know what I'm saying? So here's this fucking video. Was actually sent to me. I think it's the Braided Warrior. And I'm gonna put it in the description. As I said, I still have people teaching me how to do this. There is a dog running toward the porch where a whole family are sitting. This is a Twitter video. They're all going inside. There's a young man standing on the porch with them. And they're all so fucking scared of this dog that they all hit the door so fast that they almost left the little boy outside. In the title, "We not going to talk about how a boy was fitting to leave a little man before he snatched him up." But they did. They expected kind of the kid to run with him, and he didn't. He was just standing there watching. And they reached over and snatched him up. There was a baby. You're talking 6, 7 people in the house faster than shit. And the pit bull tries to jump right inside the fucking house. This just took place. It will be in the description. No, I do not take medication for seizures. I only have seizures because of videos, so I don't have them regular. Actually, I don't take any medications. I'm pharmaceutical free. I'm not judging anybody, but I'm a natural lady. I use essential oils and things like that for all my medicinal purposes. Teas, herbs. I don't take any not even for recreational effects. No, I am more sober than 12 Salt Lake City judges. Yes, Gling, I believe you did, and I'm not surprised. Oh, Morpheus, hey. Morpheus sent me something that we're about to cover, actually, so it's pretty great that he's here, because literally that was my next email. So thank you, Morpheus. Guys, Morpheus, peyote, I've used some peyote, some ayahuasca, and some hallucinogens. Actually, I believe it was Morpheus or it was Marcus that wanted me to discuss my use of hallucinogens, but it's not dog related, so it keeps falling on the back burner. So I'm sorry. Sober is good. I used to be a crazy whiskey drinking cowgirl, and then I did a bunch of dumb shit and fought a bunch of people and had to change my ways, and I wanted to be a better mother. So Morpheus read a book, okay? And it's called, he said, I believe it's The Truth About Dogs. Yes, The Truth About Dogs. I'm going to read the email. I knew it was Morpheus. Yeah, I used ayahuasca a couple times and had a lot of trouble with it because of my severely traumatic childhood. Apparently, my mind has shut out most of the things that happened to me. You guys may have seen me talk about some of my childhood and traumas in some of the pedophilia videos and shit. Ouch, sad stuff. It's okay though, I'm still alive. They're dead. So every time I would use ayahuasca, really bad memories would come back, and I had a couple of shamans tell me not to use it anymore, and I'd have to agree. So microdosing on mushrooms worked for me for a while. I created a group for delivery driver. Did you, Phil? I knew you would. I knew when I said it. Yes. Yes. Now we got to get people to join and start posting the videos and different articles. So let's get into what Morpheus read this book, guys. It's called, Hey, Ashley, What's Up? I just finished reading The Truth About Dogs by Stephen Budianski, and I thought I'd share what I thought were the most noteworthy revelations I felt I had learned from this book. Despite this author himself being a self-admitted dog lover, he reveals the true reason we allow mutts to rule our lives, as well as the true nature of canine psychology. He opens the book by basically comparing dogs to parasites. In ancient Rome, the word canis originally meant parasite. The ancient Hebrews saw dogs as unclean animals, especially when we read the Old Testament and the Bible. And in non-westernized locations such as Africa and China, dogs are seen as pests which need to periodically be culled in order to secure their livelihoods. Finally, to quote from page 12. Okay, yeah, Phil Collins is the bomb. He helps me with so much stuff. That's another person like T-Dog that a lot of this wouldn't even be possible without Phil Collins. Here is his excerpt from page 12. Parasites can never launch a direct assault, as most all organisms have active defenses to fend them off. Parasites instead are evolutionarily guileful, and the most successful ones are Trojan horses that play on the foibles or features of their host, best of all, on the foibles or features of their host's survival. Under every other circumstance, we humans are possessed with a surprisingly suspicious and calculating mind that is always plotting, strategizing, and imagining the stratagems of others. Dogs evade this formidable defense by playing to our equally formidable weakness. Give a goose a rock the shape of an egg, and it will sit on it, tend it, turn it several times a day, guard it to the death. Give a human a puppy, and something remarkably similar and almost insane happens. Okay? He also states on page 13, but it is hard to deny that we feel a very fundamental, innate, unearned, and in that sense, quite irrational attraction toward cute little things, especially helpless little things. Dogs take advantage of this to no end. They play us like an accordion. He goes on to explain. Basically, this entire work is an unapologetic expose into the true nature of dogs and why we put up with their bullshit. The author reveals how we put ourselves at risk of evoking canine aggression by treating them as equals. As an experienced dog owner, he flatly admits that dogs are meant to be dominated and submissive toward humans. By envisioning dogs as just another family member or a fur baby, humans are increasing the likelihood of their furry companions lashing out and potentially mauling actual members of the family as a way of competing for their owner's attention. We have to remember dogs are scavenger animals with extremely low impulse control, so it is no surprise then that they feel the need to maul other humans, especially children, if they feel their position in the pack is being challenged. Okay? From page 210, Budianski states, a dog that behaves in a predatory fashion toward other dogs will behave in a like fashion toward humans. To the extent he views humans as social equals, this may indeed explain the efficient and otherwise inexplicable savagery of attacks on humans by pit bulls and other traditional fighting breeds. Whereas socially aggressive dogs just want to inflict a good scare and show who's boss, these dogs are really aiming to kill. Isn't this great, Asher? It's from the book, The Truth About Dogs by Stephen, I just said the name, Budianski. I'm not going to go over all the quotes I have highlighted. This is Morpheus, and believe me, I highlighted a lot. I went through an entire marker. But I just thought I'd share a few of what I felt were the most important passages from Budianski's very telling and prophetic book. This was written in 2000, by the way. We live in an era where dog attacks have skyrocketed to nearly 5 million a year. Streams, rivers, forests, beaches, etc. are being defiled with hazardous dog waste. Fecal-ridden dander are contaminating our homes and respiratory systems, and to add insult to injury, we adamantly insist on showing more love and appreciation towards nature's vilest abominations than we do toward our own children. I got chills, Morpheus. You need to start writing me more articles. Let that sink in for a moment. Anyways, if you haven't read The Truth About Dogs yet, you can get it pretty cheap online for about $5. And if you're a speed reader like me, then you'll most likely blaze through the entire 237 pages within a couple hours. Anyhow, I hope this email provided you with some ammo in this seemingly never-ending mutt crusade. And if you want to shout me out and use this material for future videos, feel free to do so. Until next time, fuck Fluffy. Guys, Morpheus, please write me more stuff. You have an eloquent way with words, sir. My language is atrocious. I tried not to fuck it up. You're incredible. We need to, buy that book, obviously. That's ammo right there. If dog gets his nuts cut off, it helps with not getting cancers in the future. But does it also? Okay, so this is kind of a myth about that there, Michael. Some dogs, but generally removing their manhood, their testicles, it takes a year or two for that calmness, that subdued nature to kick in. Okay? There's actually been a couple of documents of dogs attacking in relevance to losing their testicles. I can also speak on the time I castrated a donkey. He bit me the next day. They're not very happy when you do shit like that to them. Also people think that they will stop humping if you remove their testicles. That's also not true. They still will get a red rocket. They will still hump things and fuck things up. Hi at JE527321. Da-da-da. All right. Guys, get that book. Great quotes. I had the needle. So glad that you're here. Let's see who else we got. All the regular ass people, and I'm super stoked to see you. Wonderful to see you, JE. Okay. Burn Fluffy lost his manhood, and as we all know, and we discussed in the video the other day, they will actually replace the dog's testicles. One of the main cosmetic surgeries for dogs is prosthetic testicles. Donkeys are awesome, and I wasn't mad at him. It's not his fault. I cut his testicles off. I'd bite me too. Yes, there is, Chef. Would you like to tell us what it is? Bang, bang! Have you guys seen the video of the dog that got shocked and the donkey laughs? I have seen that. So, my butt is numb. So, we're gonna nutticles. Oh, Desgraciado, I hope we see you here more often. You crack me up. You're my kind of people. For now, I think I'm gonna wrap it up. It's starting to get late, and even though I have insomnia, I should probably try to sleep. I've been burning at this tea, but let's look. I want to make sure why they replace them if you're gonna cut them off. I don't fucking know. It's a great question. Let's see. I've got. Holy shit! So these were Pitbull jokes. We're gonna end the live stream with jokes. These were Pitbull jokes. Some of them are fucking dumb, and some of them are actually kind of funny. Okay? I could make them funny if I wanted. Aunt just adopted a deaf Pitbull. I was wondering what to call him. It doesn't matter. He won't come anyways. I'll just call him Dead Dog. A man is walking his prized pit bull down the street. He comes across another man walking a chihuahua in his direction. He tells the man, "Hey, sir, you should probably cross the street. My pit bull is trained to fight and rip your tiny dog to shreds." To which the man with the chihuahua replies, "Oh, no, sir, it is you who should cross the street. I don't want your beautiful pit bull to get hurt." The pit bull owner laughs and says, "Want to bet? Let's let them off their leashes and see what happens." Chihuahua owner shrugs, says, "Okay." Both dog owners release their leashes, and the Chihuahua proceeds to destroy and devour the pit bull. The pit bull owner, in absolute disbelief, says, "Holy crap, I can't believe it. I'll buy your dog from you right now. How much do you want for him?" Chihuahua owner thinks for a moment and says, 20,000 and he's yours." 20,000? Why so much? He says, "Well, it was 10,000 for the crocodile and 10,000 for the plastic surgery." Take a crocodile to kill a pit. You get it, right? God. A Rottweiler, a Pit Bull, and a Great Dane are in kennels at the vet. The Rott says, "My owner's kid got close to my bowl while I was eating, so I bit her face. I'm here to be put down." The Pit says, "I'm getting nervous and pissing all over the carpet. My owner's sick of it, and I'm here to be put down." The Dane says, my owner is a beautiful 22-year-old college student. One day she got out of the shower, I was bending over to dry off. I couldn't help myself, so I mounted and fucked her brains out. The other dogs shake their heads. So she's putting you down too? The Dane looks surprised. No, I'm here to get my nails trimmed. And these dog people think it's funny. Because it's true. Stop finger banging your dog. Oh my goodness. What's meaner than a pit bull with AIDS? The man who gave it to him. A cowboy walks into a bar. He tips his hat to the bartender and sits in a booth in the corner. A minute later, a priest, a rabbi, and a minister walk in and sit at a table. 30 seconds pass, and a nun with a bullwhip leads an alligator on a leash to the cowboy's booth. Less than a minute goes by, and a magician struts through the door with his large-breasted assistant, who's carrying a monkey. They are immediately followed by a horse, a donkey, the ghost of Steve Jobs, a pit bull, a deer hunter, a gopher, and half a dozen of the smartest scientists in the world. Bartender looks around and says, okay, is this some sort of fucking joke? Right? It's a joke. Okay. Oh, fuck. Sorry. I'm going to save some of these for later. A vegan, a vapor, and a pit bull owner walk into a bar. I'd tell you what they said, but I have no idea because none of them would shut the fuck up. That's a good fucking joke. I don't care who you are. Okay. Y'all forgive me. Hey, Hank. What did Vox say? I'm sorry. I'm a dork. Good night, slime. We're all leaving here soon. Oh, fuck. Oh, have a good night, Hank. I'm going to bed soon, too. I have the needle, Isabel, Gling, Beanie Girl, of course. How do you know it's bedtime at Michael Jackson's? Oh, that's a good joke. I'm sorry. I actually was in Vegas, and they were doing a reproduction of some Michael Jackson shows. And at the bottom, it says, all children get in free. And it was a real ad, and I just couldn't stop laughing about it. I was like, man, someone should have really reviewed this. You know, yeah, they were so bad that they were funny, right? So guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to my fucking jokes. Chef Mutt Meat, make sure and go to her channel and subscribe. Thank you, J.E. and everybody else that was here. Phil Collins, I'm glad you made an appearance. We all wanted to see Phil Collins. And to everyone, fuck Fluffy. From the bottom of my dog-hating heart, I appreciate every single one of you. Love you all. Have a wonderful night. Everybody get rest if you can. And protect yourselves, guys. See you on the next one.